This is Italian Football Hour channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 14 games of EPL. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. Thank you so much. Let's start from the Fulham Manchester City game. As all of you know, Fulham is playing way more better at home. They won versus 1-0 Sunderland at home. They won against 3-0 Wolverhampton at home, and Fulham got the first away game victory against Tottenham by winning 2-1 in last away game. Manchester City is playing better at home. They won against 3-2 Leeds United in last match at home. They won versus 3-0 Liverpool at home, but Manchester City got two consecutive defeats in the last two away games of EPL. They lost against 1-0 Aston Villa in away game. Again, City lost against 2-1 Newcastle in last away game. Last season, City won against Fulham 2-0 in away game. City is on the second spot. This is going to be so challenging game. Maybe draw is possible in that game, but I feel in that way. This is just my intuition, just by 1 goal margin. I want to take a chance to Manchester City for victory. Fulham 0, Manchester City 1 is my prediction for this game. Second game, Bournemouth Everton. Bournemouth couldn't get any victory in the recent 4 games of EPL. Bournemouth stayed draw against 2-2 West Ham at home before they won versus 2-0 Nottingham Forest at home. Bournemouth team, my dear friends, lost against 4-0 Aston Villa in away game. Again, they lost against 3-2 Sunderland in last away game. Everton team lost against 4-1 Newcastle in last match at home. Before Everton lost against 3-0 Tottenham at home, but Everton won versus 2-0 Fulham at home. Everton won versus 1-0 Manchester United in last away game. Before they stayed draw against Sunderland 1-1 in away game. Everton is so inconsistent team. Last season Bournemouth won against 1-0 Everton at home. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possible in that game. Please don't forget that, my dear friends. But with home advantage, this time I want to take a chance to Bournemouth for victory. Bournemouth 2, Everton 1 is my prediction for this game. Another game, Newcastle United, Tottenham off. Newcastle United is going to be at home. Newcastle United is playing way more better at home, but they got the first away game victory against Everton by winning 4-1 in the last away game of EPL. This Newcastle team won versus 2-1 Fulham and Manchester City in the recent 2 games at home, my dear friends. And Tottenham is playing better in away games. Tottenham lost against 2-1 Fulham in last match at home. They stayed draw against 2-2 United at home. But Fulham lost against 4-1 Arsenal in last away game. Fulham got back-to-back defeats before they won versus Everton 3-0 in away game. Last season, Newcastle United team won against Tottenham 2-1 at home. This is going to be so hard clash, my dear friends. But I feel in that way, maybe draw is possible in that game. Please don't forget that, my dear friends. But just by 1 goal margin with home advantage, I want to take a chance to Newcastle United for victory. Newcastle United 2, Tottenham 1 is my prediction for this game. Brighton Aston Villa, another hard game is awaiting us. Last season Villa won versus Brighton 3-0 in away game, but Brighton is playing way more better at home. They won versus 3-0 Leeds United at home. They won against 2-1 Brentford in last match at home. Brighton stayed draw against Palace 0-0 in away game. And this Aston Villa team won versus 2-1 Leeds United in last away game. Before Villa won against 4-0 Bournemouth at home. They won against 1-0 Manchester City at home, my dear friends. But this is going to be so challenging game. I see Brighton is seeming a little bit closer to victory with home advantage. But nevertheless, Aston Villa is good and quality team. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction. Draw. Brighton 1, Aston Villa 1. And another game, Burnley, Crystal Palace. Burnley is going to be at home. Burnley is playing a little bit better at home, but they are second to last on the point table. They are in so poor situation. This Burnley team lost against Arsenal and Chelsea 2-0 in the recent 2 games at home. Burnley team lost against 3-2 West Ham United in away game. They lost against 3-1 Brentford in last away game. Crystal Palace is playing a little bit better in away games, but they lost against 1-0 Arsenal in away game. They won versus 2-0 Wolverhampton in last away game. Palace team stayed draw against Brighton 0-0 in last match at home. This is going to be so hard clash. In the last game, Palace won against Burnley 2-0 in away game. But this is going to be little bit hard clash. But I feel in that way, Crystal Palace will win over against Burnley. Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 2 is my prediction for this game. At Wolverhampton, Nottingham Forest. Wolverhampton is at the bottom of the point table. They are the single team that couldn't get any victory in EPL. They are in so poor situation. They lost against 2-0 Palace at home. They lost against 3-2 Burnley at home. Wolverhampton lost against 3-0. Fulham and Chelsea in the recent 2 away games, they got back-to-back defeats. Nottingham Forest is playing in a little bit better way in the recent games of EPL. Nottingham Forest team, my dear friends, won versus 3-1 Leeds United at home. They stayed draw against 2-2 Manchester United at home. Forest team, this Nottingham Forest team, my dear friends, at the same time is stronger and better team than Wolverhampton in every manner. Because of that, my dear friends, I want to take a chance to Nottingham Forest for victory. Wolverhampton 1, Nottingham Forest 2 is my prediction for this game. And Arsenal Brentford, Arsenal is going to be at home. They won versus 4-1 Tottenham at home. They won against 1-0 Palace at home. Arsenal stayed draw against Sunderland 2-2 in away game. This Brentford team, my dear friends, is playing way more better at home, but they got back-to-back defeats in away games. Brentford lost against 2-0 Palace in away game. They lost against 2-1 Brighton in last away game. Brentford won versus 3-1 Newcastle United at home. They won against 3-1 Burnley in last match at home. Last season Arsenal Brentford game ended up in 1-1 draw. But Arsenal is at the top position in EPL. In my opinion, Arsenal is the best team of EPL this season. Because of that, they will win over against Brentford. Arsenal 3, Brentford 1 is my prediction for this game. Another game, Leeds United Chelsea off. Leeds United is going to be at home. And Leeds United is third to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation battle. Leeds United team lost against 2-1 Aston Villa in last match at home. Before they won versus 2-1 West Ham United at home. Leeds United lost against 3-2 City in last away game. Chelsea team got back-to-back victories in away games. They won versus Burnley 2-0 in away game. Chelsea won against 1-0 Tottenham in away game. Chelsea won versus 3-0 Wolverhampton at home, my dear friends. But this is going to be a hard clash, my dear friends. Leeds United will force Chelsea significantly, but Chelsea is stronger and better team than Leeds United in every way. Because of that, Chelsea will win over against Leeds United. Leeds United 1, Chelsea 2 is my prediction for this game. At Liverpool, Sunderland. Liverpool is going down and down under the management of Arne Slot. He should already have been sacked from Liverpool team. Under these circumstances, I don't rely on Liverpool, but they are going to be at home. They lost against 3-0 Forest at home. They won versus 2-0 Villa at home before. Liverpool got back-to-back defeats in away games. They lost against, my dear friends, 3-0 City in away game. They lost against 3-2 Bradford in away game. Sunderland won versus 3-2 Bournemouth in last match at home. But Sunderland lost against 1-0 Fulham in last away game. Before Sunderland stayed draw against 2-2 Arsenal at home. They won versus 2-1 Chelsea in away game. This Sunderland team. This is going to be a little bit hard clash, but I want to take a chance to Liverpool, although everything. Liverpool 2, Sunderland 0 is my prediction for this game. And this is the last match of the week. Manchester United, West Ham United. Manchester United is going to be at home. And Manchester United team is playing better at home, but they lost against Everton 1-0 in last match at home. Before they won versus 4-2 Brighton at home. United stayed draw against Forest and Tottenham 2-2 in the recent 2 away games. West Ham United is playing in a little bit better way in the recent games of EPL. West Ham won versus 3-2 Burnley at home. They won against 3-1 Newcastle at home. But my dear friends, West Ham stayed draw against Bournemouth 2-2 in last away game. This is going to be so hard clash. Last season, West Ham United won against Manchester United 2-0 in away game. Draw is possible and draw is probably in that match. But with home advantage just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Manchester United for victory. Manchester United 2, West Ham United 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this for match day 14 games of EPL. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!